Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to show you how to adjust the header section in your WordPress Astra theme. This is our website's homepage. As you can see, we are using a starter theme from Astra. Let's get to customizing the header section. Head over to your dashboard, hover over Astra on the left panel, and click on Customize. That takes us to the WordPress customizer, and let's click on Header Builder. That brings up this almost block editor kind of editor for our header section. And it's real easy to use. For the menu over here, there's this block and we can drag and drop it up and down. And the padding changes obviously because of the spacing. If I put it up here in the middle, it'll be down here on the middle. So let's change a few of these things and configure them one by one. For instance, let's go ahead and change our logo. Let's change it and replace it with one of ours. Okay, and we can just use the same logo for Retina devices, and we can change how big it is. And as it's kind of big, I might want to put it over to one side. Maybe put them inline even. And we can adjust our buttons and icons here. Okay, that looks good. Hey, if you found this video helpful so far, please consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing to our channel, as it really helps us with the YouTube algorithm show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks! Okay, so let's go ahead and configure how our menu looks. Click on this here, and we can configure the menu by clicking on that, and we can edit it. And from here, we can add items or rearrange them. As you can see, photography will move over to here once it's done loading. Alternatively, we could remove some of our items to make it more concise, and we can move it up over there. That looks good. And we can add things besides pages and categories. Alternatively, we can have tags and product categories and products, and even posts if we had those. So that looks good. Now let's change how it looks. I'll hover over this pencil icon again, and under design, there we go. We have our underline, we have zoom in, we have overline. I think underline looks cool. Okay. And all right. And if we have submenus, there would be an animation for that, but we don't have any of those right now. And we can change the text color from here. Oops. And the link color. There you go. And we can also add a background if we wanted to. Let's choose something contrasting so it's easier to use. And let's make it. Yeah, there we go. And we can change the font as well. We have our global fonts, but alternatively, we can choose any of our own. Okay. And that's our menu set. Okay, how about buttons? How do we do those? We can click on this button over here, and we can insert buy now or something. And we can insert links here, and we can configure if it opens in a new tab. We can also change the background color to something else, let's say blue. And the text color, we can also change that. We'll keep it white. And the font as well, we can change that. And the font size and the formatting. And border radius and border widths and margins and padding. Okay, and just like everything else, we can move that over here. And because of how much space we're given here, it might squish our buttons. Okay, and then the search bar over here, we can configure that as well. And then we can change how big the icon is. And it should give us some... There we go. Okay. Alternatively, we can remove that. And change the icon color. Okay, how about some other things? If you click on the plus icons, we can add things like socials. Now, since we run out of space here on the top, I'll put this down here on the middle. And we have our social icons. Let's click on the pencil to edit it. And if we click on show label, it gives us the label of what each one is. We can change the icons and then the spacing between these. I'll put them kind of far out. There we go. And we can change the icon colors, the label colors. There you go. And then the background colors if we had those. There you go. And obviously there's official ones. It should load here. It's going to take a while because it has to get the official icons. But I'll put it on custom. We'll leave it on custom just to show that we've made our changes. And on general, we can choose a bunch of other. Say VK. You can click on add icon. And then we can move that up just like on a menu. And let's say we had a Twitter account, but we didn't want anybody clicking on that without having to delete it. We can just click on hide. And it should disappear from there. But our link will still be here for our back-end use. Not only can we put our social media here, but you can put any URL you want. So we can change this to, let's say, Y, social media. And then we can put our URL here. And then we can change the icon. And we can just choose one from a bunch of others here. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a social media icon. There. And if somebody clicks on this, whatever URL you type here, that's where it'll lead them to. Okay, so what else can we do here? Well, if you click on the plus icon, we can add a shopping cart if you have an online shop. And if we click on the pencil icon over there, we can change the cart icon, and it should change. And we can hide or display the cart count. And we can change the animation. And click on that, right? Or if I click on drop down and I clicked on that, there you go. And the design, we can change the fill, we can change the cart color, and so on. Pretty standard stuff like everything else. So let's remove that real quick. And what other things can we add? We can add an account page if somebody were to log into your website. A secondary menu, which we can also configure just like the main one. HTML, if you wanted to type in something special for your site. Alternatively, we could just add a widget. And the widget takes things from our block editor. So let's go ahead and probably put in a quote. And right, and All right, and let's put our quotation marks there. If we wanted to put that here. Alternatively, we can put this here, drop that down, and put that up over here. Okay, that's kind of squished in, so let's push them in closer. There we go. All right, so that's about all there is to editing your website's header area. Let's save it by publishing it. And once it's published, let's refresh our homepage. And the changes should reflect. There's our customized header. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.